Coach Winslow, we'll start with a few questions for you. Mike and I go way back, so this is pretty easy for us. Coach, talk a little bit about how it feels to be back at home in Mercer County and at Thiel, your alma mater.
First I'll start off by mentioning it. One summer I did an internship, serving under Kevin, and I had an incredible experience, and I got to attend the media day, and it was a great event. So hopefully this prepared me a little bit. But in terms of the reception has been incredible, to come home, and I've been very appreciative of that. I graduated from Thiel, and I started my coaching career there, and left after the 2005 season, not knowing where that coaching adventure would lead me, and 15 years later, it brings me back home. Family's back home, friends, close associates. So the reception has been incredible. There's a lot of excitement that's been generated, and I'm looking forward to get going with the season.
Coach, we hear a lot of acronyms and mottos that are being used by football programs. Having some familiarity with Thiel and yourself, I'm pretty aware of RYFP. Can you talk a little bit about RYFP and what it means to you, what it means to your football program?
I believe all great organizations in business, have a mantra or a rallying cry, a mission or a purpose or a powerful why. Ours is built around, the letters RYFP, and that stands for Reach Your Full Potential. And all we ask of our players is that they will strive every day to reach their full potential as people first, as students second, as athletes third, and then to be great teammates. So it's really our process, and that process is focused on, small daily improvements in each of those areas. To be a better person today than you were yesterday, to be a better student tomorrow than you were today, to be a better football player next week than you were this week, and so forth. And you know what? Some days are going to be great, and you're 1-0, and other days you might have a bad day. So we focus on getting a little bit better tomorrow than we were today. And if you have a bad day, you got to put that behind you and strive to RYFP the next day. So it's part of our process of daily improvement.
Senior linebacker Matt Crawford is Thiel's player representative today. Matt has excelled on the football field as well as in the classroom over these last 3 years. What do you expect from Matt during his senior season?
Leadership. It's been a blessing to come in here and have a young man like Matt Crawford. It's been a blessing for our coaching staff. Matt's an all-in guy. Everything he does, his academic accolades and what he's accomplished as a student athlete, he's all in. When he's doing sprints, he's all in. When he's in the weight room, he's all in. When he's giving tours and admissions, he gives it his all. And this is going to be really important for him to really transfer that over to some of his younger teammates, because we do have a little bit of a couple of veterans on defense, and he's expected to lead that charge, and hopefully it carries over to the other units. But leadership is a critical role, for Matt this camp and this upcoming season.
Coach, a final question for you, and it's probably not an easy one, but how are you going to measure success this season?
I'm going to measure it by how collectively we are at reaching our full potential. I believe we're going to be a team that reaches its full potential. Now, what does that mean? Well, we're growing the culture. Our freshmen are outnumbered the upperclassmen, so the key in the camp is to come together and stay together, improve on a daily basis, and focus on that process of small, gradual daily improvements. And part of that goal is to have a positive attitude, because there are going to be great days and there's going to be some bad days, and we got to overcome the adversity along the way. And then look, we're playing in a tough league. I've watched this league from afar over the years, and it's been incredible with the coaches and the teams that are here. So we got to improve weekly, and our ultimate objective is to be 1-0 on every Saturday. I don't believe we play a 10-week season. We play 10 one-week seasons. So if we improve weekly and we strive to be 1-0 on each Saturday afternoon by 4 p.m., we'll let the results take care of itself.
Coach Winslow, thank you and welcome back. Matt, a few questions for you. How excited are you and your teammates to work with the new coaching staff this season?
My teammates and I are very excited to get started with this upcoming season. We've obviously had the spring with the majority of the coaches that are going to be here, especially Coach Winslow. From the day that Coach Winslow's arrived, he's established his purpose and what we're doing with RYFP, and it's something that all of the guys who were in our meeting room in January when he came in have been able to get behind. And he's developed a staff around him that push that message every day to us as well. And they began to develop relationships that are growing every day. I can't not talk to Coach Winslow and Coach Kuntz, our new defensive coordinator, pretty much every other day, if not every day. And like he said, our goal coming in next Wednesday now, coming into camp will be 1-0 the first day and continue to move that way.
Talk a little bit about your expectations for Thiel's defense this year.
My biggest expectation for Thiel's defense this year will be to relentlessly pursue to the ball. It takes no talent to sprint to get to where we're going, and that's a big thing for me is effort every play. So I want 11 hats to the ball. Outside of that, I think the three biggest keys are to stop the run, limit big plays, and then to force turnovers so we have a chance to win games.
We had Jordan up here a little bit earlier from Washington, and Matt is a Greenville native. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what it's like for you to play college football in your hometown?
Like Jordan said, it's an awesome experience to get to play and represent your hometown. I think my parents live probably 7 minutes away from the games at home, so they have no excuse not to be there. But also games like Westminster and Grove City, it's an easy travel, so it's nice to always have them behind me, as well as the rest of the community, from my midget coaches to my high school coaches. They all come out, and just other people have supported me since I was 7 years old till now.
Matt, last question for you. Give us the name of one Thiel player on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball who you think could have breakout seasons in 2019. And tell us a little bit why you think that.
Offensively, I think that our breakout player is going to be Zach Young. Offensive lineman, he's been a 3-year starter. He's had plenty of time to learn everything that defenses are going to throw at him in the conference, and he's smart enough, he knows to make adjustments, and he's going to be the moving force in getting the run game going as well as protecting the quarterback. He works harder than pretty much anybody you'll find at Thiel or probably else in the conference. He's always either in the weight room or on the field, and he's going to step into a huge leadership role this year. Defensively, I think Elijah Flynn, who's an all-around defensive back, he's played everywhere. He really hit stride middle of the season last year. He's made big plays for us, turnovers, getting to the ball. He's not afraid to come play downhill, so I think he's going to do a lot better this year now that he has more experience.
Coach Winslow, Matt, thank you, gentlemen. Thiel will open its season Saturday, September 7th at home against Alfred University.